Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. It's time for your daily dose of some fragrance content, and for today I've prepared a review of a clone of Parfum de Marly's Layton. It comes from the brand of Orientica and it's called Royal Blue. But wait a minute, I thought that Orientica already have a superb beastly performing clone of Layton that's called Exclusive Oud Bleu. So are we talking about the same juice sold in two different bottles under two different names? Well, let's find out that today. Before I talk about the actual scent of Royal Blue from Orientica, how close it is to Layton and is it identical to Exclusive Oud Bleu, let's first take a quick up and close look of the bottle design of this fragrance because I really like the way that this bottle looks. I'm also going to show you quickly the packaging because this actually came as a part of a gift set, so it doesn't come in its usual box. It includes some accessories. So let's first take a quick look at that and I'll come back here to talk about the scent. So this is the actual box of Royal Blue from the Orientica's luxury collection. As you can see, this is quite a huge box, but this was actually part of a gift set. Now, if I'm reading correctly, the production date on this bottle, it should be 14th of August of 2023. These are the actual contents of the gift set itself. On the back here, this is a sort of a small beauty bag that has the Orientica logo. You get the actual bottle, which comes in 80 milliliter bottle size, EDP concentration. You got a smaller 7.5 milliliter bottle, which actually doesn't have a sprayer, and you also get a 10 milliliter travel size atomizer, which is empty. And this is the bottle itself, up close and personal. It really looks like a piece of art in my opinion. Inside you get a bottle that's made out of glass, and it's a blue glass, and then on the outside you get this sort of silver colored ornaments. It really looks nice and classy, and I'm absolutely a huge fan of the bottle design itself. As you saw from the up and close shots of the bottle of Orientica Royal Blue, this actually looks really nice, quite flashy and really beautiful in my opinion, and I'm a huge fan of the way that this bottle looks. But now enough about packaging and bottle design, let's talk about the scent itself. I'll show you the sprayer in action. It's a good sprayer. And now onto the scent of Royal Blue. Just like Layton, this is very similar to Layton and opens up in a pretty similar way. Up front you get the spices, a bit of that minty freshness like Layton has, some of that apple sweetness, a bit of the vanillic sweetness. You also get the geranium, just like with the original fragrance, some of the woodiness from the background, but this is not identical to Layton. This is slightly different to my nose. This feels just a hint sweeter in the opening compared to Layton, just lacking a bit of the vanillic sweetness and lacking a bit of the apple sweetness, but you know, making up for that with some ambery sweetness. When this goes into the dry down, just like Layton, it becomes more woody, it becomes sweeter. The vanillic sweetness is ramped up on the dry down, but this also gets more ambery sweetness again compared to the original fragrance from Layton. And also you get that woodiness, that gaiac wood or agar wood note, which is just a hint somewhere in the background. And all around the quality of Royal Blue is actually really nice. It's done really nicely, blended really nicely, and again Al Haramain just don't disappoint when it comes to, you know, the quality of their scents, because Orientica is a sister company to Al Haramain, for those who don't know. But now let's talk about the similarities and the differences between Layton and Royal Blue from Orientica. Now Layton, to my nose, opens up just a little bit more spicy compared to Royal Blue, and also has slightly more greenness to it thanks to that geranium note. Royal Blue also has a geranium note, but it's slightly toned down, and the other way that they differ is the fact that Royal Blue has a little bit less fruity sweetness, slightly toned down apple note, slightly toned down vanillic note, but it has a little bit more ambery sweetness compared to Layton. All around they smell very similar in the air, almost identical, but up close you're going to be able to pick up those differences, and again in the air they smell almost identical. But another good question is Royal Blue actually the same fragrance that you can find inside the Exclusive Oud Bleu from again from Orientica? And again the answer here is actually no, it's not exactly the same. Royal Blue compared to Exclusive Wood Blue is sweeter, especially in the opening. Exclusive Wood Blue actually opens up with more spiciness compared to Layton itself and Orientica Royal Blue. And on the dry down, this feels just a hint less sweet compared to both Layton and Royal Blue. So at least in my nose and in my opinion, Exclusive Wood Blue and Royal Blue are actually two different, juices, two different fragrances that are coming from the same brand and are cloning the same original fragrance, but they're not identical. When we talk about the performance of Royal Blue, this has been a very strong fragrance. I've been getting pretty much exactly the same performance that I get out of Layton. So we're talking about 8 to 9 hours of performance with about 2 hours of nice projection. At least I'm comparing it to my bottle of Layton, and performance-wise, they're almost identical, or pretty much identical. When it comes to the price, it's a little bit more expensive, just like Exclusive Wood Blue. This one is around here in Europe. This usually costs somewhere between 60 to 70 euros, sometimes maybe even more. I picked up my bottle for roughly about 60 euros, but again, it came part of a gift set, so I got an extra 7.5 milliliters of juice out of it. So again, it's quite expensive, but not as expensive as Exclusive Wood Blue. Still not the best or the cheapest option when it comes to Layton clones. And when it comes to versatility, pretty much identical to Layton. It's a cold weather scent that's great for the upcoming festive season. It's more of a nighttime scent in my opinion, although this can be worn pretty much in the daytime as well. In theory, it's a unisex fragrance, but in reality, it's a masculine scent. And at the end, a few final words about Royal Blue from the brand of Orientica. This has turned out to be a fantastically good clone of Parfum de Marly's Layton, and in my opinion, it's one of the, at this point, in this current time, four absolute best clones of Layton that you can get. This one, along with Exclusive Wood Blue, along with the Dusk from the Woods collection, and along with Nordstag Dew from the brand of Paris Corner. It offers superb quality, just like any other high-end Al Haramain fragrance. It offers fantastic performance, which is pretty much on par with Layton itself. It comes in a fantastically good looking bottle. All around, it's a great fragrance that definitely is worthy for as a competitor to the top spot when it comes to the best Layton clones. But I have two gripes with this fragrance. The first one has to do with the price. As I said, this is a little bit pricey. Around here in Europe, this usually costs somewhere between 60 to 80 euros, which makes it dangerously close to a 75 milliliter bottle size price of Layton itself. And again, you have to search for a good deal for this one. At 60 euros, it's an okay deal, but anything above that, in my opinion, just gets too close to Layton itself to be considered a great deal. And the other gripe that I have with this fragrance has to do with the actual brand of Orientica, and that's the fact that they actually have two different good clones, great clones of Layton itself, which can be, hard to navigate for most customers out there, especially for people who are not that much into fragrances. And it's just kind of misleading, and I've never understood that practice, from Middle Eastern brands. Latafa tend to do that as well, Fragrance World tend to do that as well. I just don't see the point of having two almost identical scents that are cloning the same original fragrance. Why not have only one? That makes that way you'll make it easier for the customers to actually choose. And that's a shame, because again, both fragrances are really good, and I really think that they should narrow the choice down to just one fragrance. But apart from that, Royal Blue from Orientica turned out to be a very impressive fragrance. And so guys, in today's video I reviewed yet another superb clone of Parfum de Marly's Layton from the brand of Orientica, which is called Royal Blue. I hope that you found this video interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like. And I also hope that you're going to join me tomorrow for your daily dose of some fragrance content. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.